So now tell me one thing, as the rule we discussed, HRA exemption depends upon what all things? HRA received is this, okay? Exemption depends upon first thing, are you actually living in a rented house? If you're not living in a rented house, exemption will not be there. Done. First rule. If you are living in a rented house, then suppose you were living for half year or 5 months with your parents, then for 7 months you were living in a rented house, means you have to calculate that way accordingly na, 5 months and 7 months split करके. Then next thing, you are using rent paid, you're using rent paid in your exemption. Suppose you live for 5 months in one rented house, and for remaining 7 months you live in another rented house. Both the houses have different rents. One was 10,000 per month, other was 20,000 per month, 15,000 per month. Means if rent will change, then also you have to split that portion into parts. Then we are saying 10% of salary or 40% of salary. Means if salary will change, then also you have to break that part. Everyone, are you getting my point? The exemption, the rule, calculation of exemption depends upon which all factors we are saying. First of all, you are living in a rented house or living in some other way, means not rented. If you are not rented, then then no exemption. Exemption will not be there. Okay. Second thing, if you are living in a rented house, then you get exemption. But exemption depends upon 3 points. First one is actual, that's simple way. But second point includes your rent paid. Now your rent paid depends whether you are living in full year in that rented house, or you are living for a part of the year in that rented house, or you are living in multiple rented houses in the year. First of all, you were living in the personal house, then you were living in rented house 1, then you were living in rented house 2. Means if Raja rent will change, your calculation will have to be split it down into various parts of the year. Suppose January to March here, let's take financial year, April to June here, then July to October here, and then you are living from suppose November to March here. You have to put that in different parts. Then we say that 10% of salary, and in third part we say 40% or 50% of salary. Now what's the point? If we are saying 40 or 50% of salary, then also in both the points, Raja, we need salary. Is it possible that a person's salary changes during the year? Tell me. During the year, a person's salary, employee's salary can change, yes or no? Anyone? Is it possible that salary can change, yes or no? During the year, in between the year? Everyone, quick Raja. Yes. Yes. It is possible that salary can change. If salary of various months is different, then again it has to be split down into various parts of the year. Now salary again depends upon basic salary, DA in terms, commission on turnover. If any of these changes, salary will change. Now, why we are discussing all this? We are discussing all of this point for this question. Read it carefully. Mr. Ganesh is employed with the company at Delhi during the previous year 2024-25. It's your previous year. He gets 60,000 per month as basic salary and 20,000 per month as HRA. He is also getting 20,000 per month as DA. But only 50% shall be taken into account to calculate the value of other retirement benefits. मतलब 50% of the DA are in terms? Yes or no? Everyone, yes or no? We discussed yesterday. DA can be in terms or not in terms. DA can be in terms or not in terms. Today they are saying in terms is 50%. So half portion of DA is in terms. In Delhi, he is also having his own residential flat which he bought in 2017. That's okay. On 28th June, he was transferred to his native place of Nagpur, where he stayed with his parents up to 31st October. ठीक है? He was and shifted to a rented house on 1st November. Then he started paying rent of 24,000 per month. He did not pay any rent when he was staying with his parents. Okay. Find the amount of HRA chargeable to tax for the assessment year 2025-26 under the old tax regime. You getting the point? Yes or no? Question clear हो गया राजा? All the points? Clear with the question? Okay. So listen up very carefully, very carefully, Raja. This question is at most important for practice of HRA. If you do this question, HRA is easy for you now. Acha, tell me, is his salary changing during the year? Is his salary changing during the year? Is his salary changing during the year, Raja? He's getting a basic salary 60,000 per month. He's getting a DA. Plus salary is not changing. Okay. Now, in how many portions we have to split the calculation of HRA? First of all, we know if he's living in a rented house, he's living in a personal house, or rented house rent changes. We have to split that. Then if salary changes, then also we have to split that. If the amount of HRA changes, then also we have to split that. Neither salary is changing nor HRA is changing. So now, since he was employed at Delhi, and in Delhi he is having his own flat. Yes or no? Question says that. So he would be living in his own flat, means he is not paying any rent. Yes or no? Agree? First point. He is not living he in a rented house. So means April, May, and June. In June he transferred. At the end of the June, he transferred to his native place of Nagpur. Means April, May, June, he was living in Delhi in his own house without paying any rent. This is the first portion we have to split. This is the first 3 months portion we have to split. Second one. Then he stood from 1st July up to 31st October at Nagpur with his parents. Means still again paying no rent. Yes or no? Again, he is paying no rent. July, August, September, October, 4 months. July to October, 4 months, second splitting. Then in November, he shifted to a rented house on 1st November and paid a rent of 24,000. Okay, this is the third portion, means November to March. November to March is the third portion of 5 months. Is there any doubt in the splitting? Yes or no? Anyone? Quick, Raja. Okay, no doubt. Next. What's the HRA received in all the cases? HRA received is 20,000 per month. In all the cases, whole year HRA remained same. Means 20,000 into 3 months, 60,000. 20,000 into 4 months, 80,000. 20,000 into 5 months, 1 lakh. HRA received is done. Then we know exempt under section 1013A, we know 3 points: actual, then rent paid minus 10% of salary, and then 40% or 50% of salary. Yes or no? We have written 3 rules. Tell me April to June, where he was living. April to June. Just tell me, just 2 3 points we have to discuss and question will be completed. Tell me. April to June, where he was living. Delhi, in his own house or rented house? Tell me, in his own house or rented house? Everyone. Yes, Chester, very good. Delhi and own house. Delhi own house. Delhi own house. Okay. Means Madhvi, very good. Okay. Delhi own house. Will he get exemption in own house? Is there exemption available in own house case? Very good, Chester. Janvi, Srishti, Ritika, Madhvi. Okay. So he'll not get any exemption. Okay. Means okay. Then tell me in the second part, July to October, where he is living now? Where he is living and is it a rented house? Tell me. Rented or own? Place and rented or own? Quick. Place rented on. Place rented on. Nagpur own house. Nagpur own house. Okay. Means again exemption will not be there. Exemption will not be there. Check Raja. In first 2 columns, he's living in his own house or living with parents, own house, not paying any rent means he will not get any exemption under section 1013A. No exemptions. So fully taxable 60,000 and 80,000. Clear Raja? Both the cases? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Now the third case, November to March, where he's living. Now he's living in a rented house. Now we'll check the exemption. Now for exemption, first point is actual HRA received. Actual is same. Actual HRA only for 5 months wala Raja. It is 1 lakh. Second point is rent paid minus 10% of salary. Madhvi, what is the rent paid Raja? What's the rent paid amount? What's the amount of rent paid? What is the amount of rent paid? Quick Raja. Everyone quickly tell Raja. What's the amount of rent paid? Yes, 24,000 per month. For how many months he lived in a rented house? For how many months? 5 months. So rent paid will be 24,000 into 5. Rent paid will be 24,000 into 5. Agree? Rent paid will be 24,000 into 5. Now, next point. We have to deduct 10% of salary. 10% of salary. Now, what's the salary? Salary includes basic salary, DA in terms, commission on turnover. Is there basic salary? First of all, yes, sir. Basic salary is 60,000 per month. DA in terms is DA is 20,000 per month, but in terms is 50%, means 10,000 per month. Everyone, yes or no? DA in terms is 10,000 per month. Then is there any commission on turnover? Is there any commission on turnover? No. Means total is 70,000. 70,000 is the monthly salary. For how many months we want? For how many months? 5. Yes, this is to be thought of very clearly. Rent paid is taken for 5 months, salary will also be taken for 5 months, and salary includes basic salary, DA in terms, commission on turnover. There is no commission on turnover. There is a salary 60,000 per month. There was DA 20,000 per month, but in terms is 10,000. Yes or no? And the rate is not changing, so you can say per month salary is 70,000. So we have to take for 5 months. So 5 months salary becomes 3,50,000, and we have to deduct its 10%. So 10% of 3,50,000 becomes 35,000. Yes or no? So 1,20,000 minus 35,000 becomes 85,000 for the second point. Everyone agree? Yes or no? Second point clear? Agree? You need salary for same months, same exact same months. 5 months also, and same. That is same means November to March 5 months. Because in other questions, November to March may also get the salary changed. We'll discuss accordingly for the questions. Okay. Now, the benefit of calculating this salary is it will also be used in the third point. That 5 month salary uska 40% चाहिए because it's Amritsar, it's not a metro city, so 40% of salary it becomes 1,40,000. Now tell me whichever is less, whichever is less, 1,85,000 or 1,40,000. It's 1,85,000 or 1,40,000, whichever is less. Tell me which is less. Very good. 85,000, 85,000, 85,000. Okay. So this will be your exemption in the third portion of the year. So 1 lakh exempted is 85,000. So taxable is 15,000. So full taxable HRA becomes, the last row is taxable HRA. 60,000, 80,000, 15,000. The taxable HRA is the total of all, that is 1,55,000. Okay, Raja. Am I clear? Am I clear, Raja? Clear, clear, clear. ठीक है. So will you finish this? Tomorrow we'll cover with the another question. Okay, I'll give you a homework also. Mm, will you try this question, Raja? Just try. If it will be okay, then you finish it off. Otherwise, we'll also discuss in class. Question number 8. Okay, Raja? Okay, Raja? चलो ठीक है. So we'll meet tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.